with a product review. I've written the description and provided the link for this product in the description of this video. And just to let you know, I'm just gonna give the disclaimer that this is not a product sent to me for payment. In other words, I'm not paid to review this. This is just my honest opinion. As you can tell, I haven't even opened it. So I'm just going to go ahead and open this little kit that was sent to me by an Amazon seller and let you know my opinion on it. So that's what I was asked to do. And I decided to just go ahead and do it live. I'm going to just look up my video really quickly here, just in case anyone stops by to say hello. Then that way I don't ignore you. And that'll just take me 1 second. So here I am. I'm going to give a couple of minutes here just in case anyone stops in and wants to say hello. Then that way I can start this live, of course. So hello, I do see there's someone already here. I'm just going to do a product review. So thumbs up would be wonderful if you're stopping by. And I'm going to first describe what this is, of course. This is called, oh, hi, Vicky. So, it's been so long since I've seen you on YouTube. I couldn't get that word out. My goodness. I hope you're doing well, sweetheart. So, this is, oh, I'm so glad to hear that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that is definitely good news, sweetheart. It's been, oh my gosh, what a summer, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start opening this. And now I just have to, just have to say that every now and then I get contacted by different companies. Some of them I pay no mind. Some of them want to give me products for review, and it's kind of funny how it happens. Once one sends you something and then another one, they share the names, of course. So you get all these random emails every now and then. But this seller has contacted me in the past, and he's absolutely very sweet. So I decided, you know what, let me just help him out with a review. And why not? These little beads seem to be popular right now. So I figured, well, let me give it a try. Let's see what comes of it, right? So let's go ahead and open it. And this is called, by the way, 5,000 piece clay Heishi earring DIY craft kit. The link is in the description box if you are interested. I believe the retail price of it is something a little over $18. Whether or not that is a good price for a product like this is up to you. It depends on, how you craft and what types of things you like to make. But immediately here we can see that this is how it came packaged, of course, and it did come in a bubble mailer, so it was nice and safe. No, I don't see any cracks on the packaging. Okay. So I was looking here, and of course I was counting 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18 colors of beads that are the little clay Heishi beads. So if you were to pay $1 each for these little packs, then there's your $18 if you want to look at it that way. And then there are letter beads, heart beads. There are these shells that already have the little holes bored into them. And then I'm gonna show you the rest. Now here, I don't know if this was just sent to me extra or if it actually comes with extra beads, but here you see it does have the alphabet and then these cute little hearts. I really thought those were adorable, the little heart beads. And so you can see here, that's going to replenish this and this. So I do believe they're the same exact size. I'm almost positive that they are. So there's that. It came with tiny little scissors. I don't know how sharp they are, but I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna fall apart after one use. Who knows? But it came with that. it came with a pair of tweezers. So this is, it says Lei Wang on there. And I don't know how to read Mandarin, so I can't tell you what it says there, but over here in English it says magnetic, anti-acid, and non-corrosive stainless steel. So to me, that's awesome, because if you're going to have tweezers, you want them to be stainless steel. So let's open those up. And why not, right? Let's see if I can get these out of here. Now today I'm filming with my phone, which is something I don't think I've done this in over a year, so if I seem awkward, it's because of that. Okay, so it comes with this little protective thing here. That slides right off. They are not the kind that, they're not like the tweezers that are reverse tweezers. These are just regular ones. Let's see if they are magnetic. It says that they are, so I have a needle here. Let's see if this picks it up. If there's a, oh, there we go. It is. So they are magnetic. See that? No magic tricks here. It did pick that up. Okay. Not a strong magnet, but nonetheless, they're not lying about that. And I don't know if this is something that they carry in their store, but there's other types here described. So maybe you can pick this up on his store also. I'm not quite sure. And then there's these cords. As you can tell, it almost looks like fishing line, and it says 0.8. So that must be the measurement of the thickness there. So it's described as a earring, what was it, earring kit? But I'm not quite sure. First of all, I don't know how to make earrings. I couldn't tell you, but I don't know, maybe you can make earrings with something like this, but let's take a look here at the little hardware, because it comes with these little clasps. So it comes with that, and hopefully you can see that. Here we go. So it has a little hole there and another one, and I'm pretty sure what this does is that it pinches the cord in there. Oh, there's a different one. So it comes with this hoop. What's this called? I don't even know. Anyway, those little things. I'm not quite sure how many, but there's quite a bit in there. And then it comes, oh my gosh, look how cute. I didn't even notice this. It comes with little star beads. I think those are adorable. Now, if you're asking if, in your mind, what is the weight, how substantial are these, it's featherweight, okay? This isn't something that's coated with real gold or anything like that. You know, for $18, don't set your standards too high, because I don't want you to be disappointed. This is something I would give to a child, for instance, or to a crafter, of course. Here are these beads that I mentioned, or shells, I should say. See how they bored the hole right in there? And these are real shells. They're not imitation. Then there's lobster clasps. I do know the name of that. And a little sea star charms. So there are several of those. Look at that. Quite a bit here. I would say this is a cute kit to either get started, or if you like to make embellishments, then why not? So that would be the next step. I'm gonna just put this right back on here. So I got to thinking, how would I use this, right? Because, oh, and I didn't even mention these. I don't know, this reminds me of little rubber stoppers, but of course you can see here, it comes with 18 different colors. I think that's self-explanatory. But here's what I was thinking about the use of this for someone like me. Oops, one got stuck up there. How would I use this? Well, in the past, and right now a lot of people are making different charms and things like that as embellishments. So I got to thinking, I like adding charms and that sort of thing to mini albums. So that's where we're going today, God willing. We're gonna figure it out together, and we're gonna see if I can manage to use this on the spine of a mini album, because that's the use I would give it. So first, let's set this aside just for a moment. And let me show you the, well, it's technically a mini album, but it's more like an embellishment book, and this was just, it's been drying on the side, so I was taking my time also because I wanted this to have the opportunity to dry. But as you can see there, I did put all sorts of little different color, these are diamond dots, to embellish the front of this book, which also has a little gorgeous girl that I colored in, and she's actually watercolored, so I did that. I stamped this little sentiment that says, "This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it." That's Psalm 118:24. I grabbed some buttons. I put some twine in here. And here is the spine of this little book. And I got to thinking, how cute would it be to add those little beads just kind of, you know, all down here. And then just to show you quickly the inside, this has, I guess you could call these card toppers. The recipient could use them to either make cards, or she can just journal on the back of these. It's going to be up to her how she uses it, but there's several of those in here. And then each one of these is actually a pocket, and I just embellished it super, super simple. And they also, all of these pockets also have the same cards, very similar to what you see over here. I created this pocket, of course, to house that and, you know, embellish that. And then over here, I did create a slider just for kicks and giggles, you know, why not? So, and you can tell this is all faith-based, by the way. I use this beautiful paper that I've used in the past also. It is called, excuse me one moment. It's called Faith by Simple Stories, okay, in case you're interested. And it is not a new paper line, but that's of no consequence. Okay, so let me see here. What I was thinking is that I want to put these, as I said before, no, this is the first time I'm showing this little album because I just finished it, I don't know, 10-20 minutes ago. So, yeah, I didn't do a video on it. But I wanted to come along and finish it on this video. So I'm thinking this would be, you know, since I wanted to do this review, I figured why not? Let's do it live. Let's see if I can even do this, because of course I'm looking through my phone to make sure that I see everything for the video. So this is a, you know, in case I needed another challenge today. I also have this ribbon, and I'm thinking that the beads are going to show up a little bit better if I put this on here first, because black and white, of course, draws the eye, and it also gives a nice backdrop to all the color. So I am going to go ahead and do that. I wasn't sure if I would, but now that I see the cord, and I'm trying to picture it with the beads, I'm thinking that if there's black behind it, it's going to look really cool. So let me go ahead and do that. So the way that I'm going to do this, and I wish, okay, I'm going to put a little dollop of hot glue there. So let me get this out of the way before I ruin it. Okay. First, in order for this to not unravel, I'm just going to put a tiny little drop of hot glue and fold it over on itself, just like that. Okay, and this just happens to be a ribbon that I had in my stash, or trim, whatever you want to call it. And I'm just going to measure this out, and bear with me because I am doing this at a somewhat awkward angle here. So let me just cut this down. But I see there are some other people here. Please feel free to say hi. And I am going to be making the, you know, the little dangle here, or whatever you want to call it, the embellishment, in just a moment. I'm going to measure this out roughly. And, okay. I'm going to do the same thing over here so that I make sure that this doesn't unravel. Fold this over just like so. Just like that. Okay. I'll set this aside for just a second. Alright, so down, as I said before, just on here I'm going to place a little drop of glue. I'm trying to aim right at the center there. Put my little trim here. And of course I could have done this with the white and folded them both together. I didn't think that far ahead. And I'm not at all concerned about it. So now I'm going to do this side. I'm just gonna hold this up. I want to make sure I don't get glue in the wrong place or anything like that. So I'm just holding this. Oops, sorry, I was a little bit out of frame there. Put my glue on here. There, like that. And try to be neat about it. And then push my ribbon like so. And I had just enough room for that because of the way I designed this little book, so quite happy about that. Okay, got to remove all those little strings, of course. And voila, there's that, right? Just going to add a little drop of glue here. And I'm going to press that there so that it doesn't move on me. And I think I want to do it down here also, just to be consistent. And up here. Okay, just a tiny little drop there. All right, so that's good enough, I think. It adds a nice little finished look to that. And it's, I think, very color coordinated. I'm just pulling away the strings here. Okay, so now let's get that invisible cord. Here it is. And I'm gonna see, I don't know if there's a technique to this or not, but let's move this aside for just a moment. Because I'm thinking that this would be similar to making a bracelet, I mean, or a necklace, I suppose in this case, where I want this to fit right around here. And because it's stretchy, I can pull it and then try to close it. And let me show you what I mean. Try to close it in here. Okay, but first let's do the stringing of these beads, right? Okay. I'm going to try to use the same colors that I used as far as the little beads here. So I went with black. And I don't know. I'm trying to think of what would be the fastest, how would you do this in a fast manner, and I have no idea. So let's just try this. 6. Okay, so I'm counting in my head here. I've got 6 so far, and I think I want to do 10 at a time and see what that measures out to be, because I have to bear in mind the size of the spine of the book. Okay, I hope that makes sense. I see someone else is here. Oh, hi, it's Cheryl, right? Or is it Shirley? Please let me know. And welcome to my channel. You're gonna see the hot mess that I do when I craft live. Okay, here we go. So I want to make sure that I don't lose them all over again. So I'm just gonna do a heart bead because it happens to be here. So let's put that little heart bead right there. Or should I do it in rainbow order? Probably rainbow order, right? So let's get ready here with, because I haven't even shown the colors. Cheryl. Well, welcome, Cheryl. I was enjoying your video so much regarding how you and your husband met. oh my goodness, I could relate to it so much. It was adorable, by the way. I really, really, I was like, wow, they're so very honest and candid. I don't know that I wouldn't be so, oh, and Vicky, meet Cheryl. Cheryl, meet Vicky. I don't know that I could be so transparent with people that I don't know on the internet, but I suppose, you know what? What's the big deal, right? Okay, so I think this is pink, so let's start with that. Oh, and I'm sorry that this phone doesn't focus the way my other camera does. But let's start there. And what colors did I do on the book? I did, okay, so I did yellow, so let's go with yellow. In fact, I think I want to do a pink heart and then a yellow heart, just because, like that. This is so cute. Actually, no. See, I always change my mind. Sorry about that. I forgot about the little stars. So let's do a pink heart, a golden star. God help me. I am wearing glasses, by the way. So yeah, so back to that story. I thought it was so adorable because I am a believer. Also, I'm a Christian, and I do wholeheartedly believe that, you know, there's a reason for everything that happens in our lives. And, you know, sometimes it's just our own stubbornness that leads us to where we are, right? And that sort of thing. But I also believe that when you pray, that God listens to your prayers and that he does provide the desires of your heart when your heart aligns with God's purpose. So that's 4. So to give you a little bit of my story with my husband, I was a single mom, and I was praying to meet the right person. So that's why, Cheryl, when I say I can relate, been there, done that, worn the t-shirt, right? Or however you say that, I don't even know. And I was praying for my husband, even though I had not even met him, because I truly believe that, okay, if this is going to be a person that I am going to meet, I don't know where in the world he is, but I want him to be safe. I want him to be healthy, and, you know, just all the good things that you desire for anybody that you love. And I figured, you know, that would prepare my heart also to be in the right mindset when I did meet him. And lo and behold, you know, I had been praying for him, I think for a year, at least a year before we even met. And you know what's really interesting? I would walk around my neighborhood where I was living, and this is backwards, but who cares? I'm trying to think of the colors. I would walk around the neighborhood and just say, you know, Lord, whatever happens today, make sure you know, bless him and all of these things. And I would walk around, and where I lived, there were a bunch of pine trees, and I would smell these pine trees, and I love the scent of pine trees and fir trees and all that. I love that scent. And when I met him, he smelled like pine trees. And of course, I didn't say any of this to him immediately. I told him this later, like, oh my gosh, even the smell, even down to the details of, you know, just little things that only one person would appreciate about you. Because let's face it, not everyone is a, you know, we know this, not everyone's attracted to the same thing and all that good stuff. And what could be repulsive to one person can be absolutely beautiful to the next, you know, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. So in any case, I felt like, okay, God even made him beautiful in that sense to me. And I just, you know, I felt like it was just a kind of funny, not really coincidence, but just something that stood out to me. Excuse me, and my throat's dry. I think I want to do purple. So you can see here, I'm just following a little bit of a pattern. Nothing too serious, but I think it's going to look cute. And So yeah, I get to share a little bit of that story. Even though when I send this video to the store owner, he's probably going to be like, what? But he asked me for a review. Okay, so here we have this so far. And I think I added, let's add this coral color because I think it's really cool. I did star bead, star bead. Okay, let's do a red bead. But I'm always teasing my husband because I told him, you know, when I met him, he was feral. He was a wild person. Had not been taken care of. I'm like, you needed a woman. But he knows it's true, you know? Even God said it's not good for man to be alone. So he said it, not me. So who am I to disagree with it? Okay, so as you can see here, I mean, this could be painful for someone who doesn't like this sort of thing. But for me, it's all good. I mean, I'm sure there's a better way to go around or about this. Who knows? I think the end result will be worth it, and I hope the recipient enjoys it, you know. So, as I said, that's more of like a little faith-based journal where she can write down prayers or write down, you know, things to remember, to pray for, and that sort of thing. That's what I was thinking of. Okay, let's do maybe two more. I don't even know what colors to do next. So that's why I put all the little cards in there and that sort of thing, because I thought, you know, it'd be kind of cool if she's praying for someone and then writes it down, and then later on, oh, guys, sorry, there's another cube bead, which I didn't know about. Later on, I think I want to stick with the stars, though. Later on comes back and takes a look at the book. I know I've done that in the past, you know, written down prayers and that sort of thing, and then years later looked back on it and read, you know, what God did in my life, and it's a wonderful way to remember things that, you know, have just been a blessing, you know? So, okay, I kind of came back to the pink, but it's okay. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful afternoon. Yes, I think this is perfect with the little gorgeous girl. And having said that, let me go ahead and put some bright pink on here because she's wearing pink. And these are very soft, just so you know. I know it says clay. As far as the description, it was called something clay beads. But this is not clay. This is rubber. So if you need something gentle on the hands to work with, then I would say this would be it. There we go. Sorry, I had a little buzz on my phone, and I apologize for that. I forgot to turn off the notifications. 246. Okay. 8. Now, if you have little ones, I don't know that I would give this to a very young child to wear, only because if that child is tempted to chew on anything, I know little children, and when there's something gummy, they do have more of a tendency to want to put it in their mouth. So I would stay away from that. I wouldn't give this to a very small child. I would say, you know, maybe someone who's like 10 years old or 8, that sort of thing. But here we have this thing going on. I think we're missing green, so let's do green. So I'm going to do 2 more of these beads. I think I need a yellow one, just to keep it consistent, and another little star. So this is just like anything else. Whatever attitude you have when you're making it, that's the result you're going to get. If you are frustrated, I don't recommend you start a project with something like this unless you really need to kind of just zone out and relax. then I would say, yeah, you know what, this is cool. All right, let's measure this against the spine of the book just to get an idea of where we are. And I didn't mention this before, but I'm just noticing this. There are some real neon colors here. This orange, yellow, and green, and that pink. Super bright. So if you're into that, you could definitely, you know, go with that color palette. I want to move that though because I'm so afraid that I'm going to knock that whole thing over. Okay. So see where I'm going with this? How cute is that? I'm already loving it and I haven't even put it on the book. Isn't that so stinking cute? So this is where I want it. I think I need, just to finish it off, see there? I have maybe about 1.5 inches left. So let's finish it off with one more color. And I forgot to do green, so let's do green. And I have 2 different greens. There's this bright one, and then there's this more muted one. I think I'm gonna stick with the bright one, just so it shows up. But, I mean, it's a subtle difference. If I don't know if the video is gonna show it, but let's go with 10 of these. If you're the kind of person, and if you're like me in this sense, I love numbers. And patterns. So if you like that sort of thing, this is fun to do because you get to count the beads, and in some weird way I enjoy doing that. 4 more. So oopsie, let's do that. Now another thing I just noted, when I grab these, they're not clean, okay? So if you're going to present this as a gift or something like that, where the person's actually going to wear it, you may want to run it under a little bit of water, just soapy water, and then let it dry, so that whatever dust is on here, which I'm sure is from the die cutting machine that cut out all these little circles, I'm positive, so that you remove that dust before you give it to someone, because my fingers feel kind of sandy almost. I don't know. Oopsie, I think I had an extra one there. Okay, let's look at this again. I think this is super cool. I think it needs, let's see, should I can put something at both ends there to kind of stop it there, and I think maybe that's what these things would be good for. I don't even know, to be honest. These little clampy things, have no idea, but I'm not sure how this works. I wish somebody could tell me. Maybe I have to hot glue it or something. Let me just press it down and see how that looks. Because I think it'd be helpful if I knew anything about jewelry. Well, it clamped down. Let me see if that stays. Oh, it looks like it's gonna stay. Now, I think off camera, I'm probably going to try, well, maybe not. Let's seal it with, I think I just figured it out. Sorry, kind of winging it here, but that's how I craft anyway. Thank you, Vicky. I'm going to try to open one of these. I think I figured it out. Maybe. I'm hopeful. I have these tools in my arsenal here. They're old, but they work, right? They came in a set of 3 like this. So this is the extent of course, my jewelry making. I'm going to try to open this because I think this is what's going to help me out. I know that I'm supposed to pull it away, so that's just what I did there to open that. I'm going to grab the little star charm here, right? Smash it. Who knows? You know, when all else fails, why not? I think I'm going to add some more charms, though, because I happen to have some. So let me see here. So that's got the little star, and I happen to have, let's see, what else do I have here? There's this little heart, so I think I want to use that, but I think I'll use it on the top so it has this contrast between black and yellow. And then on the bottom here, I'm going to put that little star, but I want to do something more. Let me see here. So I want it to be something that's not going to fall apart. Bear with me, I'm just looking at my little charms here. Well, you know what? Oops, I think I found one. It's silver. It's this little flower. I don't think it's going to matter. It's just a matter of adding a little something more. A little bit of contrast there. Silver and gold. So I've got a flower and I've got a star. And my idea here is to feed it through this, and here's why. I'm going to try to show you this without ruining everything I've done here, but I think it's important to show you the details, right? Okay, so if you see this here, that little clasp has, let me show you. Come on, phone. Okay, so it has these little holes, so I'm going to try to feed this through that to keep it together, if you know what I mean. I hope it fits. Yep, it does. See that? So I'm going to try to use that as my little kind of device there to keep that closed. So let's do this. And close it back up. And if you see the size of this little hoop, or whatever it's called, if you see the size of that, you can fit quite a few charms in there. So there we go. You can fit maybe 3 or 4 more, but my whole idea was to use it so that this little part here doesn't come apart. Kind of like a little lock, makeshift lock. All right, so that would be toward the bottom of the book there. Just something to catch your eye. Yeah, you know what? Even if it came with directions, Vicky, do you think I would read them? I mean, it didn't. It didn't even come. It didn't come with directions at all. But that's okay. You know, that's part of being creative. Is just have fun with stuff, and sometimes you just make it up as you go along. I don't know why I thought I could open this without the little, whatever these are called. Drawing a blank at the moment. Pliers, that's the word. Now the other thing, oh, you know what? You could put the little beads in here as well, right? It doesn't have to only be the charms. Duh, I don't know why I didn't think of that before. Okay, so let's put some of these. Oh, thank you, Vicky. I just got to thinking, I'm like, you know how little hoop earrings come and then they have those little dangle things like that? So then why not, right? So I'm going to do 2. I'm going to put the little heart in there, as I had mentioned before. And maybe do some pink ones. What color? No, orange. Let's do orange, since I forgot to... what color did I forget? Let's do the teal. Let's do this teal, because it's contrasting against the heart. I hope I can fit all this in here. Who knows? Maybe just one white. I think I'm doing too much. But the good news is you can undo it. Okay, there's that. And then I'm going to do a teal one. Maybe right with the white one. It's kind of fiddly, but that's okay. All right, so that's going to be my little, see that? That little dangle. And of course you could add as many of these as you want, because there's a whole bunch of these things in the kit. So that's super fun. All right. I'm going to need to close this, but I can't do it until I have my other little, whatever this is called, snap closure. I'm sure it has a name. I'm going to call it, I don't know, little crab casing or whatever. I don't even know. Clamshell casing, maybe? I don't even know. Anyway, I'm just going to pinch that there. I probably should have done it a little bit lower, but there it is. Okay, I pinched it here. I know there's a name. I'm just trying to, you know, like I said, making it up as I go along. But all I did, let me see if I can show you this. Okay, so I pinched that cord in there. Okay, and then to keep that closed, I'm going to introduce my little charm. I'm going to put it in here. Okay, fed it through there. And now I'm going to use the pliers to close that puppy up. Like this. And there's, as you can tell, rose gold, silver, gold, all the metals. It keeps it interesting. Okay, now I'm guaranteed that these guys aren't going to slip anywhere. So I think that's super cute. It's not real gold. It's fashion gold. But it's going to look adorable on that spine. And I'm digging it. So let's close it up now. And how am I going to do that? Don't quite know yet, but we'll figure it out. Okay. So I'm going to tie it around here, as I said before. Okay, here's the center of my book. So I'm going to aim for that here and bring it around here. And the cool thing is it's transparent, so it's not going to call any attention to itself on the inside of the book. And I think I have just enough to tie a knot here, so I'm just going to do a square knot. So I'm going to do one. I'm going to keep it simple, nothing complicated. Okay, and of course you could add glossy accents to that little knot, whatever you want to do. Me, I'm just going to tie it. Okay, and then I'm going to go over in the opposite direction. Tie it there. Maybe one more time just for whatever. Be safe. Okay, and then I'm going to cut away the excess because I don't like the way that looks. So let's see if these little scissors actually work. Oh, yeah, they do. Wow, that's pretty cool, you know? I didn't think they were going to work, to be honest, but they do. Boom. All right, so I've got my little square knot. That's all I did there. Okay, super simple. And my little journal that I made here is going to be absolutely adorable with all of these little beads on the side and charms. And of course it's got that effect of I want to touch it now. I love it. I think it's great. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to give this kit a thumbs up. The little scissors that I thought were wimpy, they actually do cut the cord. Because they came with the cord, then why would I complain about that? It did cut through. They gave me a magnetic, what was this called again? Tweezer. Okay. I was impressed with that. It does pick up needles. So if anything, if I need to pick up a needle every now and then, I can use the tweezers. I don't know, maybe if you drop something, that can come in handy. So yeah, thumbs up on that. It came with all of these beads that you see here, okay, that I was able to use on the spine of my little mini album there, or mini journal, whatever you want to call it. Extra cording. I like that it's transparent, and I like that it's kind of stretchy. Thumbs up on that. And it came with all of these colors to play with. Okay, so you see I didn't even put a dent, not even close. And And I was surprised with the fact that these little golden beads come in the little cubes as well as the stars. So that was a cool little surprise. It comes with the lobster clasps and the stars. These little guys, I don't know that I would ever use them just because of, they don't appeal to me. I'm going to be perfectly honest on that. But I think it's really cool that it also comes with the alphabet beads. So I'm probably going to add, maybe, for the recipient, I'll add her name just kind of dangling here. But I'll do that off camera. Let me pull out, or pull back, I should say, this camera a little bit. Hopefully I can show you guys. And of course, this is my craft table, so please don't expect, you know, perfection. But yeah, just to give you guys, you know, another shot of that. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. I love it. I think it's super duper cute. And would I recommend it for jewelry? As I said before, if you're going to make it for a child, I would try to insist that the child be of a certain age so that they're not compelled to put this in their mouth. I would give it a little washing with a little soapy water. See that? It's fun. I don't know how strong this is going to be. You maybe want to double up the cord if you are thinking of it, you know, to make one yourself. As you can see here, I left a lot of room there in between these, but I think that's fine. It's just, you know, I don't think the person's going to be fiddling with it too much. But yeah, you can fit a lot of these. And I think I did 10 of each color. It's looking to me like, I don't know, maybe I did too many blue. I don't know. But yeah, if you've enjoyed this video tutorial, please give it a thumbs up. I'm now going to finish this review. If you're curious as to anything regarding this book, let me know. Oh, you know what? Before I forget, these little envelopes here, they are really cool. This is called the Magic Sliding Envelope from TonicStudios. Okay, but I didn't use it the way that the die was designed. I just used it to create the pages here. But I think it's super cute to create pockets in a mini album or anything like that. The same, of course, goes for this one here. This was done with a TonicStudios die, and I just added different pieces of the collection. I also used the Carpe Diem collection to go along with this because the colors matched perfectly. And that's that. Yeah, this concludes my review of the little Heishi beads. I really think they're adorable. I thank you for having been here with me today. I may come back, I'm not quite sure. I might come back with another video either today or tomorrow. But as I always say, I hope that you can be inspired and be blessed. Thank you, Vicki and Cheryl, for having been here with me today. And thank you so much for watching. And don't forget, if you're interested, use my link below. I won't get paid or anything. Just, you know, it's just there for you to use, okay? Thank you. Ciao, ciao.